Hello guys, welcome back to Little Stitch by Amara. So today I just wanted to make something very simple but fine, something your child can just rock. Thank you for watching. So welcome once again, welcome back. So I folded my material in a bias form. When I mean bias form, you don't fold it exactly the same way. You fold it a bit slanty, so it gives it some kind of volume. So after folding it in the slanting form, I went ahead to mark out the length of the dress I'm working with. This was made for a 2-year-old. I marked out the length. Then from there, from my top line, I went down by 3 inches. That's for the off shoulder. I removed 3. So all my measurements started from the 3. Then on that mark where I measured my 3, I marked out the desired chest line. I added 1 inch extra allowance. I marked out my armhole. Just gave it something like an A-line shape. Not so much, because being on bias fold automatically makes it have this kind of A-line effect. So I did not add so much, but it has to be a free gown. So after that, I marked out the shape of the dress, as you can see. Please, if this is your first time watching our videos, please do well by subscribing. Turn on your notification bell for more uploads. So on that line, I still added extra inch allowance for my bending. You know, the chest area, the assumed shoulder area will be bent, will be folded, because that is where our rope will be passing through. If you notice, you will see another line beneath it. So I just added extra inch allowance for that folding. You can see exactly what I'm doing right away. So I'm going to cut out this in 2, front and the back. The front and the back, everything the same. This one, there's no zipper, nothing like zipper, nothing like opening at the back. I'll just go ahead now and bend that upper part. Bend it in such a way that it is going to contain 1/2 inch rope, because your rope will be in the inch will be just 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead now and cut out till the length of the rope, and cut out the piece that I'll use to attach to the dress for the rope. So welcome to my sewing table. So I'm going to go ahead now to bend the shoulder line, the assumed shoulder, from the armhole first. You bend from your armhole. If you have bias will do well for it too. You can bend it with your bias, but if you do not have a bias, you can just bend it the way it is. After bending the armhole, I went on to bend the chest area, the shoulder, assumed shoulder area, where we'll be passing our rope through. So I'll do the same for both front and the back, bending my armhole and bending my assumed shoulder. So I promised I was supposed to post the video I made the shawl collar drafting on, but I've not really had a stable power supply, so I've not been able to finish the sewing. I like to sew and iron, especially for a customer's dress. I like to sew and iron. So when I'm done, I'll still post it. I haven't forgotten. Thank you for always supporting. Thank you for sticking by. Thank you for helping our little channel grow. So I'm still bending the chest area, a bit the shoulder area. So I just made something that my baby can wear and stay at home. It's not a difficult dress. It is something that you can just close your eyes and even do. It is so easy. So after bending both front and the back, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead now to hold both sides, to join both sides, both front and the back. So I'm trying to join both the front side and the back side. So I'm still joining the sides. So like I said, the size of allowance here does not really matter because it's a free dress. So you don't need to add so much. The bias fold already makes it big. So I'm just trimming out the side just to give it a neat finishing. So now I'm going to just go ahead now and sew the rope that I'll be passing through them. I'm going to sew it inside, sew it and turn it inside out. So I just cut out 1.5 inch material I'm going to sew. So at the end of it, I'll be having 1/2 inch size rope that I can pass through the dress. So after sewing it now, I'm going to turn it inside out. So you can make it as long as you want, but just make sure it is long enough so you can tie by the shoulder. So I made 2 of this. So I've gone ahead to pass the first one. As you can see, you see how simple and fine it is. I've gone ahead to pass the first one. So I'm going to go ahead now to pass the other rope. So I'm passing my rope through the assumed shoulder line. So guys, like I said earlier, please, if this is your first time watching our tutorials, please do well by subscribing, turn on your notification bell, so when we have new uploads, you will be the first to know, and you know what it means. So I'm going to go ahead now and sew it in place. You see the end of that opening, just like I'm doing there. I'm going to sew it in place so the rope doesn't go out, so the child doesn't pull it out. Maybe playfully the child pulls it out. So I'm just going, I see that place, see that particular point in place, just to hold it down. So I did it for both sides, front and back. For both sides, front and back. Remember, on the front side there are 2 sides, and on the back side there are 2 sides. So you see, you can you can drag the rope and it doesn't stretch to the other side. So for the last part of this dress now, I'm going to go ahead and hem the lower part. So after hemming the lower part, I guess that's the end of this beautiful dress. Easy. You can pull this off in less than 20 minutes. It is very simple. It is easy, and anyone, this is very beginners friendly. Anyone can do this. I just decided to show you guys what I've been up to. Like I said,